We are now going to take you on vacation. So when I travel, I want to travel as light as possible. Is anybody with me on that? Yeah, because it can get quite heavy, especially when it comes to traveling with lots of photo equipment, lots of glass, lots of flash equipment, things like that. And so I'm trying to pare it down, pare it down, pare it down, but I always had the one pesky thing, computer equipment and hard drives, that just weighed down the pack. And for the longest time, I even used like hard drives that had like, you could put your cards in them and then they would store the information on the hard drive, and then you'd pull the cards out and you didn't know if it was really there or not. But so you know what I'm talking about, those kind of things. So I always was looking for solutions to get my pack down small. And now I've got to the point that I have a backpack. It's made by Think Tank, and it's only about this big, that tall, and that long. It's kind of a mid-sized bag. It can fit right under the plane, under the seat in the plane, and I can fit 3 flashes, a drone, 2 bodies, 2 lenses, and all the editing equipment that I need all in one bag. The only thing I need is a stand or something to put things on. And so then I have an extra bag that has a tripod, and that tripod has an extra long post in it so that I can set the tripod up and stick a flash on it. And then I have a couple little clamp things that I can stick on walls and stuff so that I can have a mobile studio all in that bag. Plus, I have editing tools, and I don't even need to take a laptop with me because I have Lightroom Mobile. So Lightroom Mobile has changed my entire life. So I used to carry a laptop with me everywhere I go, and I still take one with me when I teach, but when I'm out traveling, I don't necessarily need a laptop. I can just go and I can still look at my images, I can still edit my images, I can share my images, and I can secure my images because I'm making literal full copies of them into my iPad, and then the iPad will send them to the cloud, and the cloud will actually send them to my computer back at the studio before I ever get home. So by the time I'm back to my studio, I already have a copy at home, a copy in the cloud, a copy on my iPad, and 2 copies from the camera itself. So what's that, 5? I have 5 copies of the file that I just took. So it's an amazing thing to be able to do this. So we're going to talk all about that concept of mobile editing and show you what's really possible inside of an iPad. And don't forget, whatever I'm doing on this iPad can also be done on a phone, on an Android device. It's everywhere. So we are talking about the Creative Cloud. Adobe has not only Lightroom Classic and Lightroom CC now for your computer desktop app, has Photoshop, has Illustrator, and all of those types of programs, but they also have a whole host of programs that are meant for mobile devices. And this is my photo editing screen. These are the programs that I use on a regular basis. And most of them, almost all of them, are Adobe products. So you've got Spark Post, you've got Spark Page, you've got Spark Video, Adobe Clip, Lightroom CC, Photoshop Mix and Photoshop Fix, as well as Adobe Sketch, Adobe Comp, Adobe Capture. All of those are very useful tools that I use all the time. I even use Adobe Draw, which is Adobe's mobile version for people who like Illustrator. So I use that to like draw diagrams of lighting and stuff. So there's just so many tools that are available to you, and most of these have almost every tool that you want to use that's already in Photoshop. So I can do most of the things that I want to do in Photoshop right here on my iPad as well. So I'm not just limited to what I can do in Lightroom and just simple adjustments. I also can do serious Photoshop editing inside of Lightroom as well.